Welcome, beautiful people. Nothing but love and blessings always be with you. Much love. Welcome to another video here on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to go over how do we end all wars? How do we end all conflicts? How do we end all suffering? And how do we truly live with one another in peace? The very, very root of it all, the truth of it all, is that everything is a reflection of yourself. This may be hard pill to swallow, but everything is a perspective, a way of seeing. So in order for us to truly be at peace with ourselves, the world, with everyone, we need to be at peace with ourselves. We need to have our mind not continuously self-destructing and self-sabotaging us. Because we all know at the root of it all, it is just our own minds, how we interpret the world, how we judge the world, how we make good or bad of certain things, how we label certain things, how we identify with certain things, how we choose a certain side. When in reality, there's no side to be chosen. And let me explain what I mean. The truth is that everything is just your thoughts. Everything is just your emotions. So whenever you are waking up in the morning and you are clear and present and pure in your awareness, you realize that you are ultimately in just a state of peace, tranquility. There's no war happening in that specific moment. There's no trouble. There's no destruction. There's nothing. And as long as you stay absent of thoughts and absent of emotions and programs, you are ultimately in peace and you are not in conflict or at war with anything. This is very important. This is the root of it all. You must constantly place yourself in this space, because the moment you allow your thoughts and your emotions, from the moment you wake up, to start dictating your life, then all conflicts begin. All of a sudden you're waking up and it's too bright, it's too cold, it's too hot. Where are these thoughts coming from? Are they real? Earlier, if you didn't pay attention to them, they wouldn't be real. They wouldn't be in your attention. They wouldn't be your point of focus. You wouldn't be experiencing those feelings and thoughts and that reality. You'd be just in peace, like we mentioned. So once you start to have all these thoughts and emotions of, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that, now I got to go to work, now I got to go deal with, your mind is feeding you all these thoughts. And then your emotion puts some kind of other layer of whether it's good or bad. And you, being your conscience observing spirit that is supposed to just be that, you're not supposed to be anything else. That is your true self. That is your spirit. You're supposed to remain that forever. That is the whole purpose of evolution. That is the whole purpose of you being you. That is how you serve your heart. That is how you serve yourself and humanity. The moment you start to identify with your thoughts and your emotions, you forget that that's who you are. And you start to embody all these other thoughts and emotions. You think they're yours. You start to listen to them. They become you, and all of a sudden you're blindly following them into, it's too hot, let me go turn up the AC or open some windows. Or it's too cold, let me put on a jacket or something. Now, of course, some things are practically going to be colder and hotter, and some things are going to be more difficult and less difficult. But I'm talking about ending the wars in your own life, ending the conflicts. Then what we experience out in the macro in the world is just that, but just very, very expanded into a bigger picture. So how do we end all wars and conflicts? We must end them within ourselves, in our own personal daily living. Because if you have nothing that you're at war with in your mind or in your spirit, you have nothing to war over in the world. You have no ego or identification of any kind of suffering or unjust that's happening to you, because you're at peace. You're not identifying with any thoughts that you're suffering, that you're a victim. So when you go out into the world, you're just pure spirit, pure energy, pure conscience, pure peace, pure love, pure infinite potential. And all the other stuff is just junk mail. It's just noise. It's just turbulence. That is a part of the experience here that we're supposed to experience on this world. So you can realize that you're not that. That's the duality. That's the contrast of it. The problem is that we're too identified with that reality only and not the inner reality. The inner reality is always at peace. It's always in a state of love and just feeling like everything is okay, because everything is okay when you don't have anything to tell you that it's not okay. So when you identify with the world outside of you only, and your mind only, and your emotions only, then all of a sudden anything could become a problem. Everything could become an injustice to you. Everything could make you feel like you're a victim. And the mind, it's going to take you down a big, big, dark rabbit hole that all of a sudden you got to defend that. You got to protect that. And all of a sudden you're out. Just, that's the monkey mind. The monkey mind is now in control of you. Now you're running an artificial intelligence. You're an android. You're a drone. You're not even human anymore. You're not even a spirit anymore. You're just what they call zombies, or just in the matrix now. You're not awakened. That's the whole symbolism behind that movie and so many other movies. So you must come back into your inner perspective that just sees things as they are, sees things in the moment, in the presence, without judgment, without letting the thoughts dictate your reality, without your emotions over blowing them up. Then you realize this is common sense. It is common sense. This is so simple and practical, yet everybody decides to look the other way because it's easier to look the other way because everybody's doing it and everybody wants to fit in. But we are here to end all wars within ourselves. If you're still in this video, you are here to end all war within yourself. And once you create peace within yourself, all peace is in the world. you project that. You project that to everyone. And if you happen to want to join a certain group, a certain identification, you know that it's only the mind doing that. If you want to identify only as a certain race, a certain religion, a certain ethnicity, you know it's only the mind doing that. It's not you. And whenever there's problems and conflicts within certain groups of a mental identification that you decided to identify as, you know it's only the mind doing that. And you're not your mind. You're not your thoughts. You must be honest with yourself when it comes to this. Because this is the greatest liberation you will ever have. I want to send nothing but love to every single one of you. Peace has always been here. It's here. All wars are just an illusion of the mind played out by the artificial intelligence of our own egos and wanting to feel like we're the victims. But if you're honest and really willing to face the truth, it is very simple. It is very simple, it's common sense, and it's very practical. It serves you in so many ways. Just like eating healthy foods over something that's not healthy. That's a very practical thing to do. It is the smarter thing to do. I'll leave it at that. Sending out nothing but love to all you. Peace is already here. It's always winning when you allow it to just be what it really is within you. And don't allow your mind to take over your perspective and your consciousness to make you believe that there's this and that, because that will never end. You will never find peace in that way. Because the mind will always dictate, oh, once these conditions are met, then I am at peace. Just like anything else. Just like so many videos I've talked about this, where the mind tells you once you attain this, or reach this goal, or we meet these expectations, or we meet this criteria, then I'll be at peace. And then you get there and you realize, like, now the goal line has moved. Now it's a whole other set of things that you need for now you to be at peace. Because the mind is not there to give you peace. The mind is there to serve itself. Peace is already within you. You must completely get rid of the mind completely. Then you will discover that peace was already there. The reason you weren't experiencing peace because you were experiencing the mind. Nothing but love, everyone. You are blessed. Blessings to you. I pray that everybody finds this peace. I pray that we will all find peace and love and unity and respect, and that the world will thrive. It will thrive. There's angels and God working constantly every day to serve the better of humanity. Namaste, Om Amitabha.